Hello everyone, and thank you in advance for watching this video. Welcome to the first segment, step 1, in getting your business up and running in a legitimate way. Today we're going to be discussing a business plan and what a simple business plan will consist of. That will be inclusive of what are you going to sell, who your target market and demographics is going to be, what your vision and mission statement is for your company, and geographics. The first thing that you're going to want to think about is what do you want to sell? What do you want your business to consist of? And businesses consist of either a product or a service. And to kind of define what a product is, it is something that's tangible, which means that you can actually touch it, such as clothing, shoes, food, notebooks, stuff like that. Anything you use for your hair, lotion, you name it. Those are all considered products. And when it comes to products, those are something that can be sold online. They can be sold in a retail store. Those are things that you can physically purchase in inventory and sell. When it comes to a service is something that is offered. So somebody doing your taxes for you at H&R Block, that would be considered a service because you're not actually receiving something physical. You're receiving a service. Now, let's say someone decides to go into the route of being a business consultant. Every business has different needs, but let's say someone's working with a business that wants to implement a new position as a, let's say, marketing coordinator. They want somebody to go out there and, advertise for them on social media and pretty much get their business exposure, keep their website up to date. As a business consultant, you helping them implement that new position and you helping them develop that onboarding process and training curriculum for that new employee is considered a service. You're offering them your strategic advice on how to implement that new position. Now, next we have the target market and demographics. Now, a target market can simply be defined as potential customers. Potential customers can be anyone who can potentially purchase your product or service. So, whether you are selling bed sheets or whether you're selling hair or makeup, you're going to want to know who your target market is. It could be women, it could be men, it could be people between the ages of 18 and 34. So when you define your target market, you know exactly how you're going to potentially target that market. Once your target market is defined, you can create a specific marketing plan to go after those potential customers. Now, when it comes to the demographics, it coincides with the target market. And demographics is really just defined where it's the statistical data that relates to the population and the particular groups within that population. So this is inclusive of age, income, profession, geographic location, religion, etc. All of these things coincide. So once you decide that you want to target people who are between the ages of 18 and 50, you can then define it even deeper and look into that age range as well as the income and household income. Now, to give a brief example of target market, if your product is going to be, let's say, baby clothing, baby shoes, baby products, your target market would be ideally pregnant women or newlyweds or moms to be, fathers to be, people who want to start a family. Ideally, that would be your target market to sell your baby products too. Next, we'll briefly discuss the vision and the mission statement. When it comes to both the vision and mission statement, combined, they are the company's statements of value, goals, and purpose. When it comes to the vision statement, it's ideally the desired position of the company. It's really meant to inspire and give directions to employees of the company. Ideally, it serves as a guide on where the company should go. Usually, it's a core element of the organization and where they want to be. When it comes to the mission statement, a mission statement outlines the company's business goals and objectives and the approach that the company would want to take in order to reach and attain those goals. Our final topic for this segment is geographics, which in simpler terms is just location. What locations are you going to target? Now, we can look at location as far as, will you be selling your product locally in your community? Will you have your product available for the state, nationwide, or worldwide? That's definitely information that you'll need to know. But to give an example of location, if you want to open up a daycare, it's probably best to open up your daycare in an area where it is highly populated, where you have a lot of family-oriented places. You wouldn't target a location that is near, let's say, nursing homes and senior citizen homes, because generally grandparents will, let's say, look after their grandchildren. They wouldn't be in a daycare per se. So when you open up a business somewhere, you want to make sure that you are looking at the location to see what the demographics in that area is, so that you're placing your business strategically, whereas you will see results, where you will get traction, and where you will receive business. You don't want to open up your business in a location where you're not going to get a lot of traction, because then that interferes with your sales and ultimately will interfere with your revenue. So you want to be very strategic when you decide the placement of your business. Another example would be if you are opening up a new swimsuit line. You'll probably want to target an area where there's a lot of tropical like weather. For example, Florida. That's a great place to open up a business or sell products that pertain to tropical weather or heat. It would not be a strategic idea to open up a swimsuit line or a swimsuit location in, let's say, Alaska, where it's cold all the time. That wouldn't be a smart business move. So that's just a small example of, placing your business in an area where it will be successful. You wouldn't want to place your business in an area where it would be set up for failure. The goal when you open up a business is to be successful and to grow and to generate revenue. Once again, I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and hopefully you learned something when it comes to the first step to starting your business. Next segment, we will be discussing purchasing your business entity. I'll see you soon.